My name is Maggie, and I just recently was diagnosed with a second breast cancer recurrence, and thankfully it is local. In 2022, I had grade 2 invasive ductal carcinoma, and it had made its way to my lymph nodes. I did the whole 9 yards treatment. I did unilateral mastectomy on my right side. I did chemo, I did radiation, and I had tried endocrine therapy, but I could not do that. It made me crazy and wanted to no longer be alive. So I opted out of endocrine therapy against doctor recommendations. A lot of silly things said to me from the cancer center. I can do a series of those. I had a recurrence in August 2025. In October, I had a surgery to remove 2 spots, and then margins weren't clear on one, so I went back in November for another surgery. A couple months later, in February, I had a series of little bumps appear again right along the incision of one of the last removals, and in May felt more. So they weren't painful, they weren't getting bigger, I just had more bumps. So got four of those biopsied, and they were positive. So this is my third time going through breast cancer treatment. With the first recurrence, they recommended more radiation and said you really need to do endocrine therapy. I don't feel like either of those are a good option for me. And you can certainly have your own opinions, like, well, yeah, it came back, you didn't do what the doctors told you. It's like, well, I did what they told me the first time. I don't believe radiation will help. Like, why do the same thing over and over again and expect different results? And I also have a hard time with doing more damage to try to heal. And at the very, very root of it, I've always had a problem with not treating any kind of cause. It's always treating tumors, which is, yeah, you should treat the tumor, but like, why is this happening in the first place? And more videos on that, but that's where I am right now. I have appointments this week with the surgeon today. Tomorrow's with kind of like an advisor for alternative treatments, and then Wednesday is with my just regular oncologist. I'm not sure what that's going to be about. But that's where I am right now, and I think I will just keep sharing what's happening as it happens.